We're with Zoe Chilton now, Head of Technical Partnerships, and you're going to tell us a little bit more about the seminar that you've just been involved with. You've just been there under the cosh, really. Loads of people interested to pick your brains. How was it?
Absolutely, it was fantastic. So we were up there with John Disselweig from FLIR Systems and also Christian Horner, our team principal, just talking about our relationship with FLIR and some of the installations we've done recently in our factory with their security systems. Yeah.
And what projects are you working on with FLIR before the recent CCTV upgrade?
So we've been working with FLIR for about 4 or 5 years now. We've actually used their thermal cameras in a number of different applications in facilities management around our site. So we have a lot of systems in our buildings which have to keep up and running to keep us as a business moving, as you can imagine, just like any other manufacturing site or any other sort of development site. So we've used a lot of their cameras to do things like thermal inspection on electrical components and data center management as well. So our guys are equipped with thermal cameras. They can kind of walk around the site with, do a bit of predictive maintenance, see problems before they develop, which has been massively useful to us in just uptime and making sure that everything's functioning the way that it should.
Why did you choose FLIR for your CCTV upgrade? What was the main reason for choosing them?
Well, so we've had an innovation partnership with FLIR for a number of years, but actually we did still benchmark. We looked at a number of competitors in the sort of market, and for us the FLIR system just offered a really good combination of very high definition visual cameras and also the thermal capability as well. You know, FLIR are the parents of thermal photography, I guess, so these guys know all about it, and their video analytics and sort of backup system was incredibly good as well.
And what were the key considerations for CCTV upgrade?
So we have a really diverse site. We have a lot of different environments from, design office all the way through to manufacturing facilities, R&D labs, lots of really unusual spaces inside the building, and also outside we're in a public trading estate. So we have a lot of area we need to cover, and that requires a lot of different types of camera technology and a lot of different expertise. FLIR's range kind of covers all of those, and they were able to advise us how to get the best coverage and the best information from the fewest number of cameras, which was a really interesting point for us.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty. What happens there? How big is it? What security threats do you face on a day-to-day basis?
Well, so our site is in Milton Keynes, back in, not too far away from here, and we have about 800 members of staff on site. So it's a really large site. We have 6 buildings now, and they're kind of dotted around on a public trading estate. So we have a lot of open perimeters, we have car parks and a road running right through the middle of our site that people can walk their dogs up and down. We need to kind of keep an eye on what's going on around our buildings. But also we don't want that to be over the top. We're a race team, and actually we compete in a sport, and we want to be open and fun and kind of welcoming. We have public areas of the factory where you can come and take photographs and see our trophies and buy a t-shirt. So we don't want the security presence to be overwhelming. We want it to be subtle and appropriate. So FLIR have been very good in advising us where we can use different types of camera technology to achieve the right level of security, but without it being overbearing.
Nerdy facts, what cameras are you using?
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe we should check with John for that one.
Okay. Cool, we'll ask that one to him. And how are you using your video analysis and analytics?
So video analytics for us is really important. So as we talked about, we have a lot of open, very public areas around the buildings in our factory. So, we want to make sure that if our if our CCTV system is alerting our security to an intruder, that it is genuinely an unexpected intruder of a particular type, rather than maybe the neighbour's cat walking through our car park, right? So we have to be intelligent about when we send alerts and when we send somebody to investigate. It's a very big site. We don't want to be sending people out all the time, and we have a security 24 hours. So that's a really interesting way that FLIR have helped us with that video analytics piece. And then their monitoring system allows us to just review things over the past 24 hours. We can pull up highlights. We can pull up sort of people moving around spaces that we weren't expecting them. So yeah, it's been really interesting.
Keep up the good work. Zoe, I can confirm you got full marks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.